Ladies and gentlemen, today I am speaking with Janice Hunter, who is from Renda, Louisiana, and we're out here, we're sitting in a park. It's a beautiful, hot Louisiana day, but there's a breeze underneath this tree, and it's lovely, and I am looking forward to having this conversation with you today. Janice, thank you so much for coming on our show.
You're welcome.
Now, I know obviously you are Cassie Hunter's mom, who's been the photographer and cinematographer for this amazing 50-state journey, and you've been a great support for us, especially, allowing us to stay with you guys here in Louisiana and cooking us an authentic feast last night for dinner, giving us massages. I mean, helping me out again this morning, with my rib issue from the mechanical bull ride and
the hip injury,
my old lady hip going on. So I just want to thank you so much for all of that. It's really been awesome getting to know you.
You're welcome.
So I thought, since you have this passion that Cassie says you have had really her whole life, that you would be an excellent interview. So I know this isn't something that you probably expected, so thank you again for that. Your passion, though, is to be environmentally conscious. Can you explain what that means to my audience? What does that mean for you?
No. To sum it up, I think shortly, is that we just have one planet. This is our home. Even if it's just one little speck, the rest of it is our home. And I think we're kind of like messing things up for it. And I think we all need to kind of pitch in and try to help take care of it.
What does that mean for you? What types of things have you been doing?
Recycling the best we can, not overusing water, leaving the faucets running, putting clothes out to dry. You've got the sun to do it for you naturally, and it also kills bacteria on your clothing. Any little thing that they do talk about helping the earth, we should try to do that as best we can.
And like Cassie was saying, composts?
Yeah, gardening and using your vegetable clippings and fruit, whatever, you can throw that back on the earth and it's going to replenish the earth, and you can reuse that in gardening. So yeah.
Where did all of that start for you? Where'd you get your
I
education?
think my
mother
went through the Depression, and when we moved out into the country, unfortunately, my dad was there only for 9 months, and we had 20 acres, and we had literally an acre that was a garden. So we had our own vegetables and fruits. Whenever seasonally that we could do it, we did it. I don't feel I was ever deprived from my mom giving us the things that she can give us, and just seeing how she wasn't frugal with her money. Yeah. I mean, I enjoy having nice things, but after a while, you just sort of realize, I almost wish I didn't purchase that.
Well, how does that connect to being environmentally conscious?
Okay, if you purchase, let's say, a vase, 5 years from now, you don't like the vase. Where's that vase going to go? Hopefully, someone will want to reuse it. If not, it could be going in the trash, and it does not disintegrate. So you're just putting more material to the earth.
What kind of challenges do you have keeping it environmentally, what's the word? Environmentally friendly?
Oh. When you say a challenge, I think of people that just kind of waste or do things, and I have to see it, and they don't believe that it's worth doing or taking the time to do it. That's a challenge.
What do you think you've learned about yourself?
That you can change. It's never too late to change. It's not easy, but you can change for the better. I've always thought every year try to change something about yourself just to be a better person, to respect one another, love one another, but mainly to respect one another. We're not all the same, but to just try to accept one another.
What do you think is like the latest technique or tool that people are using now to be environmentally friendly?
Oh, that's hard. Uh-oh.
Like things that you are doing that your mom didn't do.
I think that's a yin yang. Cell phones are awesome, but I also think it's going to be very destructive at the same time. It's good that we can communicate to one another quite quickly, unlimitedly, easy, on the spur of the moment. That's awesome. But at the same token, it's taken away from personal, sometimes contact. Texting, for instance, I feel texting is a good thing, but sometimes it's just a little bit too much.
How does taking care of the environment enrich your life?
This might sound a little weird. I believe in God, and He gave us this. And I think it enriches me that if I could try to do my best to help keep what He gave us clean and still working, that to me enriches me.
That doesn't sound weird at all. How would you inspire other people? Like, because I'm all about people envisioning something new for themselves, exploring what it would take, and then executing a plan. So you continuously do this, but how can you motivate my audience to kind of do that on the environmental front?
Well, obviously, I don't think it's a scary thing to try. It's very simple. But if it's anything that is out of your comfort zone, life is really short, and don't regret the things that I should have tried that. It's like the bucket list, and then in a sense, it's not the bucket list. You just kind of it's like the diet, but not the diet. It's just a change of ways to just make things better, easier,
and then feel good about it.
And feel good about it. Yeah.
I love that.
I had moved to Little Rock for a couple of years, and I had so much stuff in my house. I had 5 garage sales, and when I got rid of 75% of it, it was like, I don't need this.
Was part of what was bothering you about all that stuff the fact that you knew it was not going to be environmentally sound to throw it out?
That and it's not going to bring you happiness. Unfortunately, I think a lot of people think buying things make them happy, when I think it's totally the opposite. You're digging yourself into a little bit deeper of a hole. That, like the saying, less is more. In life, less is more. The less you have, the more I think you have to offer, because your mind is clear, maybe your heart is clear, but mainly your mind. If you're cluttered with things, I think you're going to be a little cluttered up there. And I mean, I'm not saying I'm decluttered completely, but still working on.
Is there anything we didn't talk about that you would like the audience to know about saving the environment that you're passionate about?
I'd hate to think that our weather may be affected by it, and it's really going to, I don't know if we're going to live through this or our children will. I just really, really hope it's not going to affect the future of our children, our children's children, that we're not going to have cool weathers, we're not going to have winters, we may just have heat and nothing else. That does concern me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I talk to you, 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 and we love, and we hate, and we demonstrate, we try to relate. This is my breakthrough.